I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, Honorable City Council members, to our mayor, our chief of staff, to the administrative staff in the audience, and our audience viewing via our broadcast channel and YouTube Live. Welcome to the City of Romulus City Council regular meeting. Today is Monday, November 7, 2022. Members of the public wishing to participate in this meeting may do so under the public comment portion of the agenda. Please fill out a request to speak public comment card located on the table in the back of the chambers and hand it to me, the deputy clerk. Additionally, members of the public who are viewing tonight's meeting via our broadcast channel on YouTube Live can submit their comments to public comment at romulusgov.com. And at this time, we'll have roll call. Councilwoman Abdo.
Here.
Councilman Barden.
Here.
Councilwoman Roscoe.
Here.
Councilwoman Talley.
Here.
Councilman Wadsworth.
Here.
Councilwoman Webb.
Here.
And Councilwoman Williams.
Be excused.
So noted. Mr. Chair, we do have a quorum for tonight's meeting. Tonight's meeting agenda is as follows. Number 1, agenda. Number 2, minutes. 3, petitioner. 4, chairperson's report. 5, mayor's report. 6, clerk's report. 7, treasurer's report. 8, public comment. 9, unfinished business. 10, new business. 11, communication. And 12 is adjournment. A motion will be in order to accept tonight's regular meeting agenda as presented.
So moved to accept the agenda as presented. Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Abdo for approval of the agenda as presented. Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, the motion approved.
Thank you, City Council. Agenda item 2A for approval are the minutes from the regular meeting held on Monday, October 24, 2022 at 7:30 p.m.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Mr. Wadsworth?
I'm going to move for the approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting held on Monday, October 24th.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Talley. Approval of the minutes from the regular meeting held Monday, October 24th at 7:30. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Abstain.
Ms. Roscoe?
Abstain.
Ms. Abdo?
Abstain.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Agenda item 2B for approval are the minutes from the special meeting executive session held on Monday, October 24, 2022 at 7 p.m. to discuss an attorney opinion.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Wadsworth?
I'm going to also move for the approval of the minutes of the special meeting of the executive session, which was held on October 24th at 7 p.m.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Talley, for approval of the minutes from our special meeting, which was held on Monday, October 24th at 7 p.m. to discuss attorney opinion. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Abstain.
Ms. Abdo?
Abstain.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, City Council. There are no petitioners for tonight's meeting. That brings us to number 4, the chairperson's report.
Thank you, Deputy Clerk. There was no special meeting tonight, therefore the chairperson does not have a report tonight.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to accept your report.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley, for approval of the chairperson's report. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Number 5 is the mayor's report.
Thank you. Good evening, council, clerk, those in the audience, those at home watching. Actually, I would like to report a few things to communicate. Tomorrow's election day, so if you weren't aware, and you haven't seen the news lately, and all the ads that are out there, make sure you get out and exercise your right to vote. It's always important to do that. And I want to thank all of our residents that are local election. We have others stepped up and acted and response that will be part of our school board. So regardless of the outcome, I wish them all good luck and thank them for stepping up, trying to do this in the community. So it's very important that we have community participation. Also, if you haven't seen it yet, we're excited about the Romulus Community Connection that came out. It should be in the mailboxes. It's only going to get bigger and better, but we heard over and over during the campaign last year how residents wanted a little paper bag. It's good work with that, it's good to tell some of the goings on in our community. And also a chance to advertise for local businesses, so it's only going to get bigger and better, but it's a good first run, so take a look at it. If you haven't seen it, we do have the city buildings free of charge. And also, do not forget that this Friday at 11/11 is Veterans Day. The VFW, a lot of people are unaware that their event is open to the public, so I want to make sure everybody knows that it's open to the public. It's a great event that they have up there. Go up there, celebrate with them. They do lunch, hang around a little bit after at 10:30 at our Romulus VFW Hall. So like I said, it's open to the public, up there to support our veterans. And hang out there with them. We have one quick reel from the effervescent Vanessa Tower. So Mike, will you hold it, please?
Hello, I'm Vanessa, and here are some events happening in Romulus. The next step in the process of our Vision Romulus, Our Community, Our Future, will be a series of focus group sessions taking place on Wednesday and Thursday. Each focus group will concentrate on the particular topic which is critical to the future of Romulus. These 90-minute facilitated sessions aim to build a deeper understanding of each topic and the implications for the future of Romulus, looking out to 2030. You may participate in one or all of the focus groups. To register, visit the Vision Romulus Project portal or contact the mayor's office. City offices will be closed on Friday, November the 11th in observance of Veterans Day. The private James D. Donovan Romulus Post 78 is inviting the community to a Veterans Day ceremony on Friday beginning at 10:30 a.m. There will be a toast to all veterans at 11:11 a.m., followed by a lunch and camaraderie. Then on Saturday, November 12th, the Post will host a roasted chicken dinner from 5 to 7. The cost is $15 and includes 3 pieces of chicken, 2 sides, and bread. All are welcome, and takeout is available. Come join us as we trot through downtown Romulus on November 18th from Artesian Reserve to Walters Bar. Check-in starts at 5 p.m. and trotting begins at 5:30. Plenty of parking available at Walters Bar with shuttle services from the Artesian Reserve available till 6:30 p.m. Holiday turkey attire is encouraged. Proceeds benefit Romulus Goodfellows. Thanks everyone. Remember to like and share us on Facebook and YouTube or visit our website for more information. Have a great night.
Thank you, and that will conclude my report for this evening.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Number 6 is the clerk's report. There's only one action item under the clerk's report, and that is for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 22-23-8. For second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 22/23-8 in the amount of $177,000 to recognize revenue and corresponding expenditures for the engineering design for Wayne Road sidewalks. This budget amendment was introduced at the October 24th regular city council meeting.
So moved.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Webb, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 22/23-8. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, the motion is approved.
Thank you, City Council. There's no more action items, but I do have a few announcements. As the mayor did mention, and as everyone already knows, that tomorrow is Election Day, and I know the entire clerking world could not wait for this day to be over. For our voters, polls will be open at 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Voters can contact the clerk's office at 734-942-7540 to identify their polling location and their precinct numbers. Now, due to the anticipated voter turnout, there have been some slight changes to 2 polling locations. So voters who vote in the Hale Creek Elementary polling location, Precinct 2 will be in the gym, and Precinct 4 will be in the cafeteria. Signage will be posted directing voters to the proper precinct. Now, voters who vote in Romulus Elementary polling location, Precincts 3 and 9 will be in the gym, and Precincts 8 will be in the cafeteria. Once again, voters who vote in the Hell Creek Elementary polling location, Precinct 2 will be in the gym, and Precinct 4 will be in the cafeteria. Voters who vote in the Romulus Elementary polling locations, Precinct 3 and 9 will be in the gym, and Precinct 8 will be in the cafeteria. Once again, signage will be posted directing voters to the proper location of their precinct. We just request that there be patience as voters adapt to this slight change. We've been notified by our Secretary of State that they do anticipate a higher turnout similar to the 2020 election. From what we see in our absentee voting, we're not sure if we're going to have that level of voter turnout, but we are still just want to be prepared. So again, there will be some slight changes, and we do request a little patience from the voters. If you have any questions, you could give us a call. Again, 734-942-7540. Now, additionally, voters who may still have their absentee ballots are still deciding on a particular contest. Please be aware that those ballots must be returned to the clerk's office by 8 p.m. on election night in order for the ballot to be counted. We have convenient drop box locations which we will be monitoring and checking regularly throughout the election night. Our first drop box location is in front of the City Hall. The next drop box location is in front of the Senior Center, and of course, you can always come in to the clerk's office and utilize the drop box location at the clerk's office. Again, if there's any questions, any comments, any concerns, give us a call, 734-942-7540. And that will conclude the clerk's report unless there is any questions from council.
Are there many absentee ballots returned back in, Deputy Clerk? Was there a lot returned?
The last we checked, we did have a nice amount of turnout here today. Today was the last day in order for us to issue absentee ballots. I believe our percentage is around 70%. We've issued out close to 4,000 absentee ballots. I don't have that number with me. Unfortunately, I wasn't prepared with that number.
Okay. Thank you, Deputy Clerk.
Thank you, City Council. That concludes the clerk's report. Number 7 is the treasurer's report. Madam Treasurer Page is not here, but she does have one action item for consideration of council. In accordance with Section 6.14 of the Romulus City Charter and the Michigan Compiled Law 211.43b, council shall select a depository or depositories in which the funds of the city shall be deposited. Treasurer Page is requesting adoption of the attached depository resolution, which was supplied to council in their packets. Motion would be in order.
So moved to adopt.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Webb, supported by Ms. Abdo for depository resolution. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, the motion approved.
Thank you, City Council, and that does conclude the Treasurer's report. Brings us to number 8, public comment. This is the portion of the agenda for those in the audience who would like to address City Council. The rules to address City Council can be found on the back of the meeting agenda. If you would like to address City Council, please raise your hand, and after being acknowledged by the chairperson, approach the podium and state your name. Please note members of the public who submitted a public comment card will be called upon first. You will have 3 minutes to speak. Any additional time will be upon the consent of the chairpersons. As a reminder, members of the public viewing tonight's meeting via City's broadcast channel or YouTube Live can submit their public comment to publiccomment@romulusgov.com before the end of the public comment period. Mr. Chair, I did not receive a public comment card, and we have not received any emailed public comments.
Okay. Any comments from the audience? No comments from the audience. Deputy Clerk, we will close that part out.
So noted. Number 9 is unfinished business.
John?
Mr. Wadsworth?
If I could, to Mayor McCray, and this is unfinished business because this has been going on, but this past week, I got numerous calls about the speeding by Wick Elementary down the Wayne Road, and can we do some type of enforcement up there, please?
Absolutely. We'll get the guys out there as soon as they're available, though. And we're still trying to hire those 4 new officers who the council approved to reinforce our traffic division. So, yeah, we are aware of that problem, not just on Wake, throughout our community.
Right. I got the same thing down by me on Barth Road.
It's-
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Is there any more unfinished business? Number 10 is new business. Number 11 is communications.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes, I just wanted to announce that on the 26th, we had the daddy-daughter dance here, or not here, it was at the high school, and I want to commend Colleen McKay Dumas, because I'm so used to calling her Colleen McKay, for a great job. The girls had a great time, and the dads were fabulous. And the other thing I wanted to announce, on the 29th, we dedicated the Veterans Memorial at the library. This is something that the Cemetery Board of Trustees, under the leadership of Jan Lemon, we have worked on hard to get this done. And I want to thank the council members, Mr. Wadsworth, I think you were there. Tina?
Really?
Yes, I'm sorry. Anyways, Ms. Talley.
I was there also, thank you.
I'm sorry, I missed you. Well, you know, I think it was that Michigan hat you had on, I didn't recognize it.
That's all right. Go clean it up now. Continue.
And other people in the community that came and showed up. I know the weather wasn't the best, but we thank you.
Any other?
Yes,
Ms.
please,
Talley.
thank you. Just to piggyback off Ms. Abdo, Colleen did an amazing job. Them dads came out in full force, and the costumes were amazing. So thank you, Colleen, and the Rec Commission for the great job. I can't even say it no better. It was just a great job. And then also to piggyback off Ms. Abdo about the cemetery dedication, that was a marvelous, whoever did put that together, cemetery, the clerk's office, whoever was involved, it was a great job as well, so thank you. What I did want to shout out about and give an announcement too, we have a resident in our community who did this great event on Friday, this past Friday, honoring our fire and police and fire appreciation at the Artesian in downtown Romulus. Some of the sponsors, she has several sponsors, but 2 of them that are in Romulus is Artesian was one of the sponsors, and Big Steve's, who's also in the audience, was one of the sponsors of this event. The resident is Yada Phillips, and her company is Phillips Private Investigations and Consulting Firm, presents Fire and Safety Appreciation. I am so upset that I missed this event, but thank you, Yada, for taking time out your schedule, being a resident and business owner in Romulus, to show appreciation to our police and fire. Thank you. I saw pictures, the food, and I know what kind of food she can have because I went to her ribbon cutting at her building, and the food was fantastic. The police and fire were pleased, so thank you for taking time and resources out your schedule to honor our police and fire. I just commend you and thank you. And thank you, Big Steve, for your sponsorship of being part of that sponsorship. Brian as well. Thank you guys for what you did for our fire and police so much. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Talley.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ms. Webb.
everyone has been thanked. Sorry I wasn't there, but I do want to say, Wendy, you look gorgeous on TV. I was lounging in my PJs, and I'm like, is that Wendy? And congratulations.
Good job, everyone. Any more communications?
If there's no more communications, that brings us to number 12, adjournment. The time is 7:50.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth. Who supported that?
I did.
Oh, Ms. Webb.
Our Celeste.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Webb for adjournment. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, we are adjourned.